Howdy viewers, we're back here with Ian from G.A.S. Hope you enjoyed some of the other videos that we were talking about. We're actually going to talk about something that I'm a little bit in love with. I can't believe how simple this is, how revolutionary it is. It solves a lot of bugbears for me. It's DiffuseAir.
So basically, it's a collaboration, it's kind of a design and an invention between myself, Gareth at EcoThrive and SystemAir.
Yeah, for those people who haven't seen Gareth from EcoThrive, we've got a couple of videos over products like his Charge, which is a flask that's helped with improving. He's also done a tea, biosis as well, so please check out that as well, and a big shout out to Gareth. So.
Yeah, good. He's a good guy, Gareth. He's always looking for easy fixes to big problems. And one of his biggest problems we've always faced as retailers and for growers is oscillating fans. You want to move the air around the room, and the only way we could do that before was with oscillating fans. Oscillating fans, you're lucky for the last 6 months, they're not made to be used 24 hours a day, and they're not made to be used in a humid environment. So they always break, they take up plant space.
They rattle.
They rattle around, they're noisy. And one of the big things is, basically when you blow cold air, or basically any air directly onto a plant, the plant leaves, basically the stigmas, they close off, they stop working. So anything what's directly in front of an oscillating fan, the plant is actually working, you're killing the plant. Also it dries the growing media out, which creates a huge amount of salt buildup in your soil or your cocoa or whatever you use. So realistically, oscillating fans are a no-no to be used in grow rooms.
We use them to try to prevent microclimates. We at One Stop have always suggested to point them at a wall and have them bouncing around, creating vortexes, but again, you're just trying to make a best of a bad situation, really, aren't they?
Yeah, you'll know if you've got a couple of minimum max temperature probes, you put them around the room, everyone reads something different. You can suffer from bud rot, you can suffer from mildew, all due to bad environment.
Yeah, and as we've been banging on all these videos, is environment. And this is the important thing. Environment is key. So, so we obviously then had DiffuseAir. So where did this brainchild come from?
So basically, when you look at the DiffuseAir, it's basically a diffuser in a metal casing which will attach itself to an RVK. It's measured at a certain length because the airflow from an RVK or any fan has to straighten out before it hits the veins in the bottom, which will then force the air out in like a pyramid down onto your plants. But as the air comes out of your DiffuseAir down onto your plants, it creates a vacuum. So it takes the air from above, brings it down into the stream, and also takes air, humidity, all that kind of thing back out of your plants and mixes it completely up. We did a trial. We put 4 minimum maximum thermometers around a tent, let it run, everyone read different. We put the DiffuseAir in, 20 minutes later, every single unit measured exactly the same humidity and exactly the same temperature.
So eliminating microclimates in the environment.
Yeah, microclimates are a big issue because they can cause a lot of issues for your plant, and this just basically mixes all the air and gets rid of everything.
One of the nice things you're saying as well is that if it's creating a vortex and bringing air back up, you're actually doing is relifting CO2 that flows to the floor and bringing it back to where it's needed around the canopy.
I think CO2 is heavier than air, so basically that settles in your canopy. If you are using CO2 or you are enriching CO2, this brings it back into your plant.
Cool, I love it.
So I'll show you how to fix one up.
Yeah, I've got to say, when I opened the box, I saw one of these, a prototype, and I opened the box and I loved the thought process of how it goes together and the little extras that you put in that just make it so much easier to hang as well.
Yeah, we try to take all the guesswork for a grower. So basically when you get the box, it actually shows you on the front of the box what it actually achieves. So we've got the diagram on the front of the box, so it's really easy just to show the end users exactly how it works. So you open the box. Inside the box you get a well-packed DiffuseAir, so there's no problems with shipping or anything like that. You get the instructions which just tell you how to screw the product onto the RVK. You get a small bag, and in the small bag you get 4 hanging brackets and 4 self-tapping screws. So we'll put this together. So we always use an RVK. They have been tested for the air velocity of an RVK.
So ideally, pair them up with an RVK.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't pair them up with other fans, but this has been specifically designed by System Air in a laser lab to work the best. We tried all different lengths of DiffuseAir, all different sizes, different gaps. It took months and months to design this, and it's been specifically designed to work the best on this airflow.
Cool. And obviously you tweak that, you adjust the efficiency and how well they work then.
Yeah, if you change a fan, you'll not get exactly what you want. It doesn't look like it is, but it's a specifically designed product for this fan.
Cool.
So you get the self-tapping screws, really easy to use. I use a screwdriver, electric screwdriver, just for easy use. So there's 4 screws.
Nice and simple.
Like I say, I'm just using a cordless, but you can do this without a cordless.
So literally a matter of a minute to actually attach the two together.
Yeah, really easy. And then literally zip off the screws around your RVK. Oh, wrong way. Slip on, pop back in. Oh.
Just and again, just well thought of little tweaks if it make a difference. If that's how you're going to hang it, how you're going to use it, and it's like I say, just that little extra thought going into it. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like you say, trying to hang this product was one of the challenges because you want the airflow through the top of the fan, but you need to hang it stably within the grow room.
Yeah.
So again, System Air came up with this idea. We trialled it, and it works brilliant.
Sometimes the simplest options are the best as well, aren't they? So
yeah. You can use chain, rope, ratchets, realistically anything that you can use really. There's anything.
Nice.
So that's it. Always follow the arrow on the fan, obviously. So the airflow runs through the fan, through the DiffuseAir. Just literally hang it like this.
Job's a good one.
I always hang the product just below the light line, so basically we don't get any shadowing from the unit, but the airflow runs under the light, so it actually cools the environment between the light and the plant.
So literally the bulk of the unit is above the lights, and then the tip is just coming so that it's below the lighting, so that you're not actually affecting anything.
Yeah, but you crossover and the light, if you have got good crossover and the light, drop this in between there, so there's no shadowing, no shading, and just the airflow basically brings the warm air from above, it gets the cold air from below, mixes it all up, and basically you have got an environment perfect for growing plants.
Cool. And is there recommended sizes for recommended areas?
Yes, basically what we've got technical data on all these. Basically what we're saying is a 4-inch works for a 1 metre and 1.2 tent.
Yeah.
A 5-inch, a 1.5, or maybe 1.5 square, a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
6-inch is a 2 metre, 1.2 by 2.4. The 8-inch is 2.4 and above, and then the 10-inch is for the really big tents, 3.6.
Would you have multiples in bigger tents?
If you've got bigger tents or bigger areas, literally just use multiples. Look at the graph, what we'll supply, and you can do a crossover with the air into your grow room.
All this technical data, by the way, will be linked onto the YouTube video. You can find it there as well, guys. So cool.
So yeah, available in 4, 5, 6, 8 and 10. We're thinking of a 12, but nobody's really asked for a 12 yet, so we're sticking to 10 at the moment.
Sticking to the 10s at the minute. Sounds like a plan. A lovely little product. I think it makes a massive difference. I've not been excited about something for a while, and this actually got me excited.
Yeah,
so.
Something as simple as this will cure a lot of grow room issues. People have reported back that we've had a 4 degrees drop in temperature. You don't get a drop in temperature if you use it as an air mover, but what you do get, you get a uniform temperature across your room, and where the thermometers were, it showed a 4 degrees drop. If you use it for the intake,
so hang it up, bring your air into it from the top.
Yeah, just connect the ducting onto the top. either have your ducting coming in from a fan and just connect the ducting onto the product, or literally put the ducting on the fan, hang it in the middle of the room and run it out.
Sounds like a plan to me. And I suppose what you're doing then is also you're allowing CO2 to diffuse over the canopies.
Yeah, if you're running CO2, if you're running air through there, the CO2 in the air will drift onto the canopy. Some people have got square rooms where this can't be hung. It can be hung to the left hand side or to the right hand side. It just doesn't work as good, but it still works very well.
Still going to make a difference. Still going to improve climate.
Yeah.
One of the other things that I've read in some of the articles that you've produced is about sticking a filter on the other end and use it as a scrubber as well.
Yeah, you can turn it upside down, so you can basically use it as a scrubber. There's so many different ways to use this product. Me and Gareth thought, how do we advertise it? How do we put it out there so people can understand the product straight away? And we did the 3 different variants. An air mover, so it just sits in the room as a standalone unit, bringing the air into the room, and multiple uses. But there will be so many people use it in so many different ways. We'll leave it up to them.
I was going to say, this is a product where you as the end users are going to actually go and take it. It's been designed for a couple of ideas, but you guys will go out and use it, and you'll find your own innovative ways to use it. And I think, like say, any improvement is an improvement, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
so.
we've had a couple of comments not quite understanding the product, saying, well, are you not dragging the really hot air from above a canopy back into your plants? You are moving the hot air down, but basically you're mixing the air. So it's an air mover, it's an air mixer. So you get a constant temperature, and as long as your ventilation's running at the right speed, this will just mix the air, so you'll have a perfect environment.
Cool. Is there any recommendations on speed for lights on, lights off? Would you stick them on controllers or?
Realistically, we are bringing out a day and night controller for this, but it should be on 24 hours a day, and you should pick the right product for the right space. Like with the oscillating fans, they run 24 hours a day, and that's why we break. These RVKs can run 24 hours a day in high humid conditions and never break.
RVKs have never let us down, have they?
No, you can have an RVK 10 years and you can get it out of a cupboard and it'll still work.
So Ian, before we came on camera, we were talking about this, and you were telling me some really interesting stuff when you were with the guys at G.A.S talking about this product, and I think this is a really good thing for these guys to hear. So
yeah, me and Gareth had looked at all different ways to design this product. We'd use plastic, we'd use all different variants of product to get it to work properly, and we couldn't get it to work. So basically, a long story, I was sat in with DiffuseAir having a meal in Barcelona after the show, and above us was the DiffuseAirs. If you ever look in any restaurant, in any arena, in any place at all, you will see these kind of products above you.
Not many people look up, but you will see them if you do go out next time and see them fitted into ceilings.
And DiffuseAir are specialists on this kind of product. So I said, could we use this kind of design to move air within a grow room? And yeah, no problem. Obviously, the German guys, that's my German accent. But so we went away. They spent a couple of months trying to design the product, because the problem, what you have with a DiffuseAir, it works by using the roof to run the air down. That's why you're in a restaurant or you're out, you don't feel any breeze on your skin. There's no issues.
It's naturally sort of spreading and dissipating down rather than you feeling like a big jeticle.
So we had to create a roof by creating this product. So how the air works, basically, instead of running along the roof, these holes around the edge bring air across, and as the air runs across, it brings air in from the top and air in from the bottom, which a normal diffuser does, but we didn't have a ceiling to work with.
So you've actually created an angle and a ceiling out. That's why you've got the jets from the side as well as the jets underneath.
Yeah, so basically, I don't know if there is air moving, but it's not a strong wind, it's not a strong movement of air. Down the sides, it dissipates into almost a breeze. Your plants still move, so you still get the strengthening of the stems, the root strength, everything like that, what you would normally get by moving the plants, but you don't get the wind chill or the dryness of your growing medium.
So none of the leaf burn and things like that?
No, no leaf burn or anything like that.
Cool.
You can in fact put humidity through this if you wish to, so you can put humidity through the top, and this would basically disperse the humidity onto your plants evenly, because the RVKs will run really high humidity.
So guys, a fantastic product. We love it. I'm sure you guys will as well. They're available at www.onestopgrowshop.co.uk or in store or online. We've made it really simple for you guys. We've either got them on their own, you can buy them, you've got your existing fans already, so you can literally just choose to have that. We've even made it really simple for you and done kits as well, so you get the DiffuseAir, RVK fan, mains cable, as well as some rope ratchets for hanging it as well. So please go online and just check this out, guys. Carry on watching. There's another chain of videos coming next. There will be a link to the other videos on YouTube. Happy growing, guys.